In this video I will show the Grape Press, its operating principle and design. This Grape Press is factory made with minor modifications that were not accounted for at the factory. Slightly. It consists of a tray where the juice collects, a screw press that has a clubhouse. Everything was perfectly fine here in order, but the standard bearing, which is stationary and fixed in place, already fallen apart. Therefore, as a result, it was replaced with a standard regular ball bearing. Here is the piston of the press, which squeezes the grapes. It is quite heavy, made from a solid piece of metal, because it bears a significant load. There is also a fine mesh on the frame where the grapes are very carefully placed, along with a removable bottom made of 2 plates, on which all the pomace indeed collects. To prevent the juice from the grapes from splashing, I made a small screen from a plastic bucket that fits on top, as well as a lid from the same bucket to keep the juice from flying upwards. Usually, when producing wine, I remove the stems and discard any rotten, decayed, or diseased grapes affected by powdery mildew. Then, I place everything in a large container, crush it all with a whisk for making cement mixtures, and set it in a warm, dark place for about a week. Today, I will be pressing the must to obtain the juice for white wine from the Muscat variety. And I also plan to press the black grapes from the Moldova variety. To carefully prevent the grape juice or must from spilling out of this opening, a small channel was created to collect all the juice and securely. I secured the base to such a very large pedestal so that it would be stable and allow for more force to be applied during pressing. First, we installed this perforated drum onto the base with the juice tray. There is a small edge here, a flange. It is necessary for it to be on the inside, while the outer flange should be on the outside, at the top. After that, we will take these 2 discs, which are also slightly bent, following the contour of the lower part of the block, so they should be placed like this, with the bend facing down. After that, it is then necessary to take the pomace and pour it into this drum. It will not rise to approximately a level of 5 centimeters from the top edge. In order to prevent the juice from splattering all over the place and making a mess, I am going to cover this drum with a piece of a plastic bucket. This will act as a shield and contain the juice within the drum. Now, the wort, which is the liquid extracted from the mashing process during the brewing of beer or whiskey, is ready to be processed further. The wort is a crucial component in the brewing process as it contains the sugars that will be fermented by the yeast to produce alcohol. By covering the drum, we ensure that the wort remains uncontaminated and the brewing process can proceed smoothly without any interruptions or spills. Here, the volume of the filter is small, about 8 liters. If you want the work to be faster, use larger presses with a volume of 25 liters or more. Then, place a metal piston on top. There is a drain hole here, specifically designed for the wine to flow from the bottom up and then spread back into the bucket efficiently and effectively, allowing the wine to circulate. Then we take this screw conveyor, which is a crucial part of the process. Place the bucket on top to prevent the wine from flowing upwards, and begin to carefully screw this conveyor into the press. We start to rotate smoothly without jerks. The juice, which is a mixture of various fruits, starts to heat up more intensely as the temperature rises, causing the liquid to bubble and steam, indicating that it is reaching a higher level of heat. Here, the handle is very convenient, and you can turn it with great force without fearing that it will break. After the juice has stopped flowing from the press, we tighten the piston a little more and wait for the remaining juice to completely drain. After that, we unscrew the press, carefully remove the pulp, and collect the extracted juice in a container. Screw of the press. We remove the lid and take out the press piston. There is a little juice left on it, so we pour it into the mesh, and it again goes into the juice collection container. And we very carefully and slowly lift the entire mesh. Inside, you can see the pomace, which is almost completely dry. We just simply need to remove it from the drum. We turn the drum over and push out the bottom. After that, I try the juice from fresh grapes of the Moldova variety. Do not press. Let's start pressing. Here comes the juice. Here comes a batch of juice. The juice is not very dark yet. When making wine, I infuse the juice with the pomace for about a week, so that all the skins release their coloring substances into the wine. But I'm doing this for the experience. Let's see what pomace remains. It is clear that the grapes have been crushed. Alright, now I will take out the skins, and we will see the degree of its pressing. These are the dense pressings from the grapes. In principle it can be pressed, but it yields better when it has fermented well, and the skins are thinner. It will release its juice. From white grapes, if you put in the effort, you can obtain such dry tablets. But I didn't put in much effort there because I will also make chacha from this pomace, so the pressing is not particularly critical for me. The main thing is that there is pure grape juice. Here I have wine made from Kudryk grapes. I just pressed it about 3 weeks ago, and as you can clearly see, it has very little sediment. Before this, when I was actually pressing with a regular mesh bag, there was about half a bottle of sediment. And now, 1/5 of this indicates that the press is working well, and allows fewer foreign particles to pass through, resulting in cleaner and more aromatic wine.